Hello stampers and crafters, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's card is this one. It is super cute. We're going to be using the heart-shaped bundle from Stampin' Up! Along with a few other products to make this adorable card. So if you want to see how to make this card, please keep watching. So Sale-a-bration is going on now until February 28th. We're going to be using two free products to make our card today. First, we're going to be using the Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper. This is on page 11 of the Sale-a-bration brochure. They have lots of cool samples with it. We're going to be using that really colorful piece there. And then also we're going to be using the heart-shaped bundle. Now this is free with a $120 purchase, and the Bloom Impressions paper is free with a $60 purchase. So I love this stamp set and die set. It is a bundle, so you get the stamp set and the die set. Super cute. I absolutely love it. If you want to see more projects using both of them, check out my blog, sassypapercrafts.com. You'll also find this project there. This uses, like I said, the Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper and the heart-shaped bundle, and it's really easy to get that cool, colorful look on both the flowers and the heart there. So I have 4 ink colors here. I have Coastal Cabana, Flirty Flamingo, Azure Afternoon, and Melon Mambo. I honestly just pulled colors from that designer series paper. You could even go with Daffodil Delight. There's a little pumpkin pie calypso coral maybe in there, Blackberry Bliss, whatever you have. The other side of that paper is gorgeous as well, but we're going to use this side again. And then all I did was do a little ink blending. So I have 2 of the small blending brushes here. Now I don't have a blending brush for every color. I have a blending brush for every color family, I guess. So this is like my orange and pinks and reds brush, and this is my blue teal brush. And then I have one for purples, reds, because reds transfer, so I try to keep the reds together. I don't like to mix those. We're going to start with the Coastal Cabana though. When I do blending, I really like to go light to dark. So we're going to do a little bit with the Coastal Cabana. Now all I do is just very gently tap my brush onto the ink pad, and then I just do a swirling motion, but I start on my grid paper because I don't want it to be incredibly harsh. Then I go back in and I just keep repeating that until I get the desired level of color that I want. So I'm just going to keep going over that Coastal Cabana until I get what I'm looking for. So that's about it. It's very soft, very subtle. I'm going to put the Coastal Cabana over here just because we might want to use it again. I'm going to go in next with Flirty Flamingo and my other blending brush. And I'm just going to do the same thing, except I'm going to start kind of on the opposite side there and just blend the Coastal Cabana and Flirty Flamingo in together. And it actually sometimes helps me if I just turn my paper. So that's blended really nice. We're gonna use that again. I'm gonna go back in, or I'm gonna go in now with the Azure Afternoon, and same thing. I'm gonna use my teal blue brush here, and I'm just gonna turn that and just circular motions. And this is such a brighter, bolder color. You really want to kind of be careful. See, I just got it on there a little bit. It's okay because we're going to be die cutting this, so I just won't use that piece. But you want to be careful with these brighter, bolder colors. If you go straight in, it's going to be really harsh. And what we're looking for is just gentle, soft bits of color. And again, I'm just kind of blending as I go. So now we're going to take the Melon Mambo and kind of finish our little panel here. I'm going to take the Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to do that one more time. And so when you're done, it should look a little something like this. And we're going to take the dies from the heart-shaped die set. We're going to cut a heart out of that and 3 flowers. I've already done that with the heart and 3 of the flowers here. So this was just to show you how I do the blending. Now to clean your blending brushes, all you have to do is run them under your faucet with a little bit of a mild dish soap. I like Dawn. You just clean them like you would a makeup brush or a paintbrush even. And now we can just put our card together since I've die cut everything already. So we're going to take our designer series paper and a little bit of Stampin' Seal. Oh, and before I put this down, I almost forgot the ribbon. I have a little bit of ribbon peeking out there. I just thought it gave a nice effect, a nice look, softened it a little bit. This is the Basic Way, I think, woven ribbon. All the supplies are linked in the description of this video. And to color it, to get it to be that color, I'm just going to use a couple of Stampin' Blends. What I like to do is I just like to go over it with the light first. And look how quickly it colors so nicely. These are Melon Mambo blends. And I just kind of leave a little bit of space there. And then I come in with the dark. And it's okay not to get the ends because we're going to be covering those up. Then I just come in with the dark. A little bit of space, and then I like to go back over it with the light and just blend everything together, making sure I don't have any big chunks. But it's a super quick way to get matching ribbon. So now we can wrap this around the middle. Actually, you know what? I'll wrap it once I put it on my designer series paper. Do that. And then I just like to stick a piece there, and then you just wrap it around. And then I have a basic white, thick basic white card base here. I'm just going to center that as best I can, just eyeball it. And then we can take our, where's my heart? Or my circle. I die cut a circle using the Spotlight on Nature dies. I love this die set. It's very, very versatile. When I can find my circle. Oh, it's on the floor. I found it. My circle. So I used this guy here, the second largest one, to die cut this circle out. And we're just going to do a little bit of stamping for our sentiment. So I have my thoughts of you are all heart-shaped. This one's actually my favorite, but it doesn't quite fit in there. I just thought this one looked a lot better. But then my heart loves your heart. That is my favorite one. I'm going to grab a B block, pop that guy on there. And then my Melon Mambo ink pad. Tap, tap, tap. And then I just kind of centered it. Just like that. And that's it for stamping, unless you wanted to add a little bit to maybe the inside of your card. So then now I'm going to get my liquid glue. And we're going to glue down our heart here. And I just take a little bit. You don't want to do too much because it'll go everywhere. And I like the liquid glue for this just because it gives you a little more time. You totally could use an adhesive sheet to make it more like a sticker. I just feel like the adhesive sheets are great, but for this, it's such a small kind of die that you really want to get it to lay the way you want it to lay. And with the liquid glue, you get a little more time before it's permanently stuck down. The adhesive sheets, once you stick it, that's where it's going to live forever. I'm just gonna push that down. And then what I like to do is I like to sometimes just lay a clear black over it, and I'll do that while I gather my hearts here. And for these, I just used a couple of glue dots. And usually when I'm die cutting, I like to take the glue dot piece, like I'm using 3 hearts, and I just like to put them already on there, especially because when I do my die cutting a lot of times first, right? So I don't want to lose my pieces. If they're all on a big strip like this, it's a lot easier to keep track of them. So that should be dry now. Now we're just going to pop these around the center there. And you can go in any order you want. Oops, the glue dot came off. For this one, I kind of went the blue to pink into the, it almost looks purple when you mix the Azure Afternoon and the Melon Mambo. So, and I liked how that looked. And to finish this, we're going to use some of the purple sequins, also from Sale-a-bration. I had them out. Here they are. For this one, I used the purple fine shimmered gems because when I made this sample, I didn't have these yet. But these are Berry Burst, Bubble Bath, Fresh Freesia, and White. And I just think they went really nicely with the card. Oh, it's stuck in there. There. I'm just going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, and I think we're going to go with the white. I like the center of that because there is so much color happening, and you know what, that is too large. There's so much color happening. I think just keeping these simple will be the best way to do it. And then just one more. And to put this onto our card base, I'm just going to grab a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals, pop them on the back very carefully because it looks like I have some Melon Mambo on my thumb there. And then I just kind of put it off to the left a little bit, but you want to be careful not to go over the edge unless you know you're handing this to someone, because if you mail it, you want it to fit in an envelope. So that is our card using the heart-shaped bundle. I hope this has inspired you to make cards of your own. If you do decide to shop with me, please use January's host code and you will get goodies from me. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.